Today I interviewed a Bloxburg developer and you won't believe what he told me. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today I interviewed a Bloxburg developer, FroggyHopz, and asked him a few questions about the past, present, and future Bloxburg updates. I recorded all of his responses so you can hear them exactly how he said it. FroggyHopz's friend RetroPixelated also chimed in a few of the clips because he was present in the Q&A. One last thing before we get started, this wasn't a direct interview, it was a Q&A done on FroggyHopz's Discord server. On April 23rd, FroggyHopz said, "Ask away with your questions and I will answer them live using Discord's new stage function. Note, I won't be answering certain personal questions depending on my comfort level." I think that's completely understandable and I didn't really have any personal questions anyways. Getting straight to the point here, the first question I asked him in this interview is why haven't they added new team members to the Bloxburg staff team, even if it could help them do a lot more things involving the Bloxburg development.
When you add people, it's hard to maintain kind of the same vision for a game. And so when you get into things like coding and a game that's been going for this long, it's really hard for even really advanced programmers and whatnot to pick up on kind of how the modules and back end of a game works and keeping things consistent.
I have don't get me wrong, like all the models in Bloxburg right now are like really good. It's just that some are kind of inconsistent with the style, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're all good models. It's just
like you can have like multiple people that are really talented at what they do, but it's hard to keep consistency even and keep the same things going.
The main point that he made for the game is that it's hard to keep a focus when you have so many different people working on the exact same project. I liked what his friend Retro brought up when he said that there are so many cool different items on the game, but a lot of them don't really make sense together because they were made by different people. It still makes me wonder though how other games such as Adopt Me or Jailbreak do it when they have so many more people on their development team. But either way though, if Bloxburg does or doesn't get a new development team, I'm happy with how it is right now. The second question I asked had to do with the elf hunt and other interactive events that they do on Bloxburg, and then I also asked about the Roblox events such as the egg hunt, but they never ended up getting to that question.
I think both of us really like them. It's just that they definitely take time, and sometimes we need to spend our time on other priorities as we're still trying to push the game to kind of the next stages of what we have planned for it. But I think that, so our goal kind of with the elf hunt when him and I first came up with it was we wanted it to be more about the community as a whole, not just the interaction in the game, but also kind of the community discussing it and trying to work together to figure it out. So that was really our goal. And I'd say that we probably will try to do more like that in the future would be my guess.
it was a really nice change from just having just like Christmas items and then snow. Right. We actually got a little extra thing to do, and I really hope to see more stuff like that.
I also really like messing with people. If you haven't on that, like we both have very similar personalities, so we have a lot of fun just kind of fooling people from time to time.
I really liked what he said about having the community work together and sort of making it more interactive than it normally is. And then I also liked what his friend Retro had to say when he said it was really nice and new from that normal Christmas update or just that typical Halloween update that we get every single year. I'm so glad that Coeptus and FroggyHopz are planning on doing more interactive events like these, and I hope to see them in the future. Do you have any ideas for interactive events that you want to see? Please let me know down in the comments below and I'll be sure to check them out. The last question I had was, how did the Bloxburg structural items and basic shapes update affect the game and the Bloxburg community? And does it leave behind average builders in the building realm? If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that I don't necessarily like these two updates, but if you want my full opinions on it, please be sure to check out this video in the eye in the corner, or you can find it in the description.
So this is actually something that Coeptus and I talked a lot about before adding these things, and where it gets tricky is trying to give people like enough options to do what they want to do, but also like provide some basis and guidelines for those that don't want to get into the really advanced kind of design and building side of things. So I think as long as people realize that they don't need to build exactly how everyone else does, I wouldn't say that's too much of a problem. I think those are just more tools and capabilities for people that want to get more in depth on things, but I don't think that you need those to have a good build.
There were many builds before these updates that were just incredible to look at.
Right.
I somewhat agree with what he said, but I don't think he necessarily understood what I was trying to get at. He's basically saying that he wants a balance between these average builders and above average builders, and he wants to try to make them both possible on Bloxburg, but it's much easier said than done. Because with building standards, you can't necessarily control them because you can't control what the player base is building. And I highly doubt they take out an update, and I don't really want them to either. I guess for these building standards to come down, it's just gonna take some time. But what do you think about that question, and what do you think about his response? Was it helpful or was it not? However, that was my last question, but if you want to find these for yourself, they're all on my Twitter profile, so go check that out in the description down below. Anyways, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody!